going to try to give you a quick rundown of our new website that we'll be launching pretty soon. I've taken a couple stabs at this already. I'm going to try to keep this one moving pretty quick. This is our new website. We've had a website up for a while that's been pretty stagnant. We admittedly have kind of ignored it because we've always intended to come back and make a better site. So hopefully when we launch this, you're going to agree that we've made good on that promise. The biggest addition to our new site is that we're going to have an online store, and in this store we have over 6,000 different part numbers for Triumph, Norton, BSA, motorcycles, as well as genuine Amel and Lucas parts. There's a lot of good NOS parts, a lot of hard to find stuff that we have and we're ready to make available. So right now there's not a lot of category or navigation links up. As you can see, we've been primarily focused on under the hood, making the database run really well. I've taken over 5,000 photos. We're really working this thing over. We will have some categories and navigation links. Other sites have a ton of categories that break into subcategories, and we feel that that gets really confusing for the end user, and I think that we've come up with a really innovative way to quickly find the part that you are looking for and to ensure that it is the part that you actually want for your bike. So I'm just going to show you some products. I'm going to search 82, which is a sub number for mostly Triumph, some BSA numbers. Here are all those products. You can show 24, 90, all the way to 96 products per search result. You can sort them by the price, by the name, the most viewed. There'll be some more options on that as we go along and kind of get our feet on the ground. So any one of these products, you could click add to cart and you could buy that product when you check out. You can look at some more details, but there's really not too many details when you go to the detailed product page. These products are pretty simple. Here's the part number, and here's what it is. The only things you can really do on this page that you could not do in the search results is that you can look at a bigger picture, or you could buy more than one of these left-hand rear motor mounts for T150 if you were some kind of weirdo that has multiple T150s. Other things I can show you is quickly I will just type in rubber, and this should bring up quite a lot of products that correspond to the word rubber. Here's all those. Not everything has a picture. If I didn't have it in stock at the time, I couldn't take a picture of it, and it's kind of possible that maybe some of them got skipped, but we will be going back and trying to add a picture for every product where it's possible to really enhance that experience and that you can visually confirm that this is the part that you're looking for. Another good example is I'll search for some Norton Ice Elastics, and then this should bring up every product that's pretty much related to ice elastics you can buy. The front kit or the rear kit and the front kit, the shims, and whatever. So you might be asking yourself, without the navigation or category links, how are you going to find any of this stuff? Well, again, we will have some links, but it's going to be pretty minimal. And some other things that we have are group products. We have some kits that we're going along and making. If you wanted to buy all of the common rubber pieces for your bike, this kit is for a 63 to 67 Triumph 650. It's going to come with the Kickstarter rubber foot peg rubber, the grips, fork gaiters, seat rubber, bumper deals, clutch cable boot, pretty much anything that you would want. If you click add to cart, it's going to add all of these products and this quantity of each. This is the required quantity, basically an all-encompassing set. However, if you didn't want to get the gaiters, you could just hit 0, or maybe you don't like the best in type grip, so you don't want to get those. And then you could click add to cart and it would add those items with the quantities that you have inputted. Now, back to how you're going to find this stuff. The biggest feature of our website has been the parts books that are available online. We did that a couple of years ago. It was a big project to put all the books viewable online. There were a couple problems with how we did it. We got a lot of feedback, and the major one is that we made a flash application to display all the books. So if you didn't have a flash capable device, the biggest ones being iPhone, iPad, that you weren't able to look at those books, and also you could not print certain pages or download the PDF or search the PDF. So now we've just totally cut the Flash application out of the loop. We agreed that it probably wasn't the best solution, but it's what worked best at the time. We're going to take a look at the Triumph parts books. Here we've got 500, 650s, 750s, everything, and there's more to add here. So each one of these icons will take you to the book that corresponds to that model. So if you wanted to look at a 74 500, it's going to do that for you. Depending on how you have your browser set up, it'll either display the PDF inside your browser. From then you can print, download that PDF or search it. Our browser just happens to be set up where it grabs the PDFs and it opens them up in preview. So what we've done with the books the first round is we went through them and we've really tried to clear them up and clean them up where they're more viewable, and the pages that were scanned kind of crooked got rotated, and then they are now searchable. So if I wanted to purchase a rotor for my 500, it's going to, you search rotor and it pulls it up. It's the second result because the rotor key's first. But here's the part number for that product. Now, you would have to copy this number and paste it into our store to find it, or make a list, you know, and then go search and find, which it is doable and usable, and a lot of people might prefer to do it that way. However, we have come up with an innovative solution to finding the right part for your motorcycle with what we call enhanced parts books. After we went through and cleaned up all the parts books and made them searchable, we've begun to add links for the products. Here we have one of our enhanced parts books. This is the 76T140 book. It doesn't look that much different. It's a little more readable. All the pages are really the same, except that when you get to the assemblies, here we have the crankshaft and rod assembly, and all these reference numbers correspond to a part number on the following page. Here's the following page. It looks a little bit different than the pages that are currently hosted on our website and all the parts books. And how they really differ and where this all really comes together is that all of these part numbers are links to that product on our site. So if you wanted to purchase a connecting rod, you simply click the part number and it's going to bring up that product on our site. You could click add to cart, and then you can go back to your parts book to continue shopping. Perhaps you need a rod and you also want the rod bearings. Those seem to go together. So what this actually does is it searches for the 703586 number. So if there's any variance of that number, it will also display those options. For example, if there was a Taiwan-made, English-made versions, it would show those. On products that come in different sizes, such as the rod inserts, it's going to show you all the different sizes so you can get the appropriate size. That's really the quick rundown of our site. Everything that was on the old site as far as photo galleries, blog posts, all that stuff is coming back. We're not missing any of our posts. All the photos will still be there. We're going to add some maintenance and service items, some simple quotes on common jobs, get your bike running, fix the brakes on your T140, fix a slipping clutch, things like that. And then it will also have a tech info kind of help section that will tell you the recommended capacity and oil type for your gearbox or primary, torque settings on nuts and bolts, general tips and tricks. May even get crazy and do some YouTube, videos just to kind of help you guys out along. We hope with the seamless integration from the enhanced parts books of looking up the part that you want and then just clicking the number to be taken to that product page to buy it is going to help everybody from the people just getting into these old bikes to the old timers that have been into it for decades. Even if you're not very computer friendly, you can dial up our store website and sit in front of it with an actual physical parts book, and then make a list of numbers that you want, and then search by those numbers and click add to cart. If that's simpler for some people, that's definitely an option, and I'm sure some people will use it that way. We are looking forward to getting this going and getting your business, and if you have any feedback, definitely let us know features that you would like to see or something that you don't like, and we hope to see you in the future.